Welcome back to the Pumpernickel podcast.
Pumpernickel!
We back with more stupidity for another week.
As usual.
It's Elvin.
Michael.
Nathaniel.
The Mexican.
Eddie.
Good enough. I think people will notice it by the Mexican. You could also see us on our website and know which one of us is talking. But I guess we'll just jump straight into the stupid again this week. Mike has a story he wants to start us off with.
So I went to go grab lunch today, and I was on my way back, and I passed this roundabout in my neighborhood, and I'm driving down the street, and there's this chipmunk that runs across the street just like any other like squirrel or chipmunk does, and it's just like, oh yeah, okay, cool, like it's gonna like run underneath my car, barely get missed, and then make it across the street. All right, cool. And right as I have that thought, I feel the two like thumps of me like go over it, and I'm just like, no. And then like I look in the rearview mirror, and I just see his body laying in the middle of the street, and I'm like, no, my boy Alvin didn't make it. I don't know why I named all chipmunks Alvin, but
I mean, you double tapped Alvin.
I double tapped Alvin.
That sounds like a bestiality kind of move. I don't know if you want to say that out loud.
I think you've had too much NyQuil, Eddie.
No,
Yeah, what I'll do, like, if anybody's listening, two of them have been hyped up on drugs to stay awake for this one, so it might be a little bit of a wonky podcast. One of them stayed up all night doing very important things, and the other one just is tired today.
It's my reset day. You know, when you average 5 hours of sleep a day, there's that day that you have to sleep for 12 to reset.
That's why you don't sleep 5 hours a day.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're not that busy.
We all have the days.
He's definitely not.
You're not on 24-hour missile watch at NORAD.
You are not that busy, bro.
But
You got the sleep schedule of a pre-med student, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I do things.
That's a lie.
Yeah, you do a lot of
To be fair, though, he does go to the Hyde Museum without telling us. Much similar to the flea
We're
market.
going to save that for another situation.
Look, I participate in many activities, and I do lots of things.
Some of them illegal, but we'll continue anyway.
Oh, yeah, so as we were discussing earlier, yeah, that's not the circle of life, Mike. That's you killing a chipmunk with a circle.
No,
Right.
but it is a circle of life. Like I said earlier, all good things die, right?
Yeah, but not via car tap.
All things die.
I was about to say all things die.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
It was his time.
I don't think...
Maybe I've seen The Lion King one too many times.
There's those chipmunks that are smarter that know not to cross the
There's
fucking
a
street.
squirrel grim reaper that came and picked him up off the ground and was like, there, my son, it'll be okay. Alvin! Like yelled it at him. I was like, Alvin!
You guys ever seen that movie? What's it called? Ghost.
Oh, he's doing pottery with the squirrel?
Yeah, I was doing pottery with squirrel. I just pictured like a little ghost chipmunk reaper come up and said, "Come on, little fella."
Yeah,
and then just like push him away.
Where we're going, is there trees? There's plenty of trees.
There's a sling blade chipmunk with a big scythe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do chipmunks and squirrels have beef?
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard something about a squirrel eating a chipmunk.
Whoa.
That sounds like beef to me.
Damn.
But animals do that though. Like deer eat meat.
Well, some animals just kill them, right? Like,
But deer eat like bones because some animals go for like they don't eat it for the sake of eating meat. They eat it because of nutrients. So
For the
some go
bone
for
marrow.
like calcium, that they don't get in their diet.
a good bone marrow soup, man.
Yeah, just deer eat squirrels, not on occasion, you know what I mean, and a bird on occasion.
Right,
But it's not like a day-to-day thing for them. You gonna catch it dining on.
But what if you did see a squirrel just like kill a chipmunk, kill it, not eat it, just like he broke that chipmunk's neck and then just kept on going,
and threw up gang signs
and then
ran
it took
off
it took its nuts and just like dipped.
and dipped out. You see it like look left and right, snatch the nuts and run off. You ain't see shit.
Little squirrel drive by, gives it like the WWE powerbomb.
I mean, think about it. Like,
Out the tree.
It's like when the Hulk hit Tony Stark on top of that building.
Bruh, the kick. You said Tony Stark?
Yeah.
Hulk hit Tony Stark?
Yeah, what was the...
Yeah, during the Hulkbuster
Yeah.
fight. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Hulk Hogan. Bam, I was on a whole other page. Maybe I need sleep. I was like, look at Hulk Hogan fight Iron Man. I would love to watch that episode.
maybe you do.
In Rocky 3 when Iron Man, no?
Yeah. No. But I guess that's it for the Circle of Life corner.
Well, part 2, when I drove, when I left
You
my
hit it
apartment.
again?
No,
Quadruple tap.
He backed up over it.
when I left the apartment to come here, that the chipmunk body was gone. So either A, some like bird of prey like snatched him, took him away. B, he feigned his death and magically happened to be okay. Or C, Chipmunk Reaper picked him up and took him into the abyss.
Bro,
Chipmunk Reaper.
He is.
That's the name of the podcast, if anything else.
Chipmunk Reaper. Hey, that actually might be the name of the podcast, bruh. I know that heart that picked him up was like fresh squeezed squirrel milk, bruh, or chipmunk milk.
Damn.
Like freshly pressed chipmunk.
Pre-tenderized?
Oh my god, man, this one going down the gullet smooth.
This one's gonna taste great on my grill. I just got a new Coleman grill.
Chipmunk flank steak. Oh, that was too much. That was the one. It'd be like that. So Eddie's deep in thought.
Well, I'm thinking, because mammals, like this chipmunk
Yeah.
that got run over, it's definitely dead. They didn't just hop back up and keep going like a cockroach. But that got me to thinking, if we had if we had exoskeletons, I guess we could just keep on going, right? I mean, cockroaches and insects do it all the fucking time. You step on them and you think they're dead, and they just keep on squirming.
I don't know if you step on it hard enough.
No, I've killed plenty of cockroaches.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because the ones that I step on, they gone. It looked like Thanos.
Well, I mean, they're not like dead, but they're sitting there like, you could probably let it live. And
that's the throes of life ending. Like, when you see the legs twitch, that ain't life. That's like the last moments of nerve ending.
Kill me.
Yeah, it's like releasing.
Yeah, mine's like when Apocalypse turns that dude into sand. That's what happens when I hit a cockroach with a foot.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm in it all the way. I put all of the force into it.
Yeah, you got to put all the force into it
and then
twist. Yeah,
yes.
Like you're putting out a cigarette?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You twist the
that
foot.
twist, yeah, to kill him.
To grind it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just step
That's
and then
just
like
disrespectful.
put my foot to see how's it doing.
But
Like,
you got to
it's
make
just
sure they don't come back.
Like, are you still? And then
Are you Negan and roaches, bro? He just tapping the top of the dome and walking off. Suck my nuts. What the hell? I guess that's the circle of life. I mean, the circle of life gonna be real small once this global warming takes effect, kills off all these animals.
Yeah, I mean, we got a nice decade before we're all gone.
I mean, it is what it is.
We'll be sitting there like ants underneath the magnifying glass, getting cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long, slow one.
Yeah.
And on a less morbid note.
Jesus. Oh, man. Okay, so we have a discussion brought up by our discussion last week from Salu Smith. He says the white delegation can get Logic, and black delegation will take Mac Miller.
Fire. I
Oh,
agree with that one
shit.
100%.
I don't know enough about Logic's work to argue that.
Mac Miller is also dead, so I'm assuming that he means Mac
Yeah.
Miller alive.
I assume he
yeah.
does as well.
Yeah. And I would say yes. Maybe even dead. Like, to be honest, Mac Miller, like, I know you don't know enough about it, so I'm assuming most of the people at the table don't really know too much about him. Mac Miller is that what, like, because white people always go to Eminem, but Mac Miller really was that new wave. Him, people say MGK, they like MGK.
Yeah,
I don't really know if I like MGK.
I'm not really a fan of MGK. No.
Right,
Mac
right,
Miller
right.
was good. Yeah.
But Mac Miller, definitely, I would take Mac Miller. Frick Pop Market, that whole album was really
Yeah,
good. Or
no,
Blue State Park.
He did a really good job. What's the other guy that was under Eminem's label? I don't know if he still is. Tall Alabama kid.
I don't remember.
Holy shit, what's his name?
Who, like Bubba Sparks?
No.
Bubba Sparks?
I thought he was black when I first heard that song. I think every
He's
black
white?
person, he's white. Bubba
What?
Sparks is white.
Yeah,
yes.
Bubba Sparks is white, my guy.
Nah. I'm looking
Not
this
to
up.
be confused with Bubba Dudley, one of the Dudley bros.
That's Bubba Sparks?
Yeah, man.
Surprise.
What you think? Yeah, Bubba. Is that a black name?
I mean, did you hear his music?
Yeah.
So yeah, for those of you at home, either go listen to Bubba Sparks or look up what Bubba Sparks looks like. They don't match.
I would do that. Like, honestly, Logic, I would almost argue already see. Like, his whole argument is that he's mixed. And that's all he talked about on the last freaking album, which got him a lot of heat online.
I looked at a picture of him. He looks white.
He looks white, but he's half black.
Is that black now?
Mhm.
No, but I was thinking Yellow Wolf. That's what I was thinking.
Who?
Yellow Wolf.
Oh, Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow Wolf, yeah. Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, he had a couple of songs that I was like, okay, and then other ones I was like,
No, that ain't it.
that's not, nope.
Yeah, I agree with Lou, man. Like, I would definitely take that. The black delegation would definitely take that trade.
Come on.
I don't know enough to argue for the white delegation, so I'll allow it.
There it is.
Yeah, you're
All
good.
right,
And
good
it's been
choice.
done.
Yeah.
So off of that, who am I trading? Am I trading like Elvis Presley to get Michael Jackson?
You'll never get Michael Jackson. You'll never get Michael Jackson. The only way black people giving up Michael Jackson is y'all would have to give up like a century's worth of white people to get
Oh.
Michael Jackson, bro. There's no way. That's like giving up Beyonce. Black people ain't giving up no Beyonce, bruh. And with enough, there's enough people in her camp to fight an army. You know what I mean? Like of people to defend Beyonce's honor, bro. Y'all ain't getting no Beyonce. Prince, Beyonce, and Michael Jackson, y'all can't have. Honestly, LeBron James and Michael Jordan, y'all can't have either. Y'all could probably have Cat Williams if y'all bargain hard enough.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll bargain 0.
He said I'll bargain 0 for the white delegation.
I would bargain for Richard Pryor though.
Don't no way. That's out. That's like giving up Dave Chappelle. Hell no.
All right, so he continues on. He has a couple of different sentences here.
All right, let's run it.
So, black delegation wants to renegotiate a trade for Raven Simone, O.J. Simpson, and Stacey Dash for Justin Timberlake. I assume that means you claim all 3, but you get Timberlake with it.
Lou drives a tough bargain on this one, bro. I'm on the fence with that one. I don't know.
You have to take more than that to get Timberlake.
No. We do not have to take more than that to get Timberlake. That is a fair trade. It's just, are the terms okay? Like, that is 100% a fair trade. It's just the terms are.
Well, if you wanted to add someone else, who would it be for Timberlake? To that group for Timberlake. Because you could add.
Yeah. I would maybe give leeway for one more.
Depending on who it is. Yeah, you could add.
My problem is getting rid of Timberlake.
Oh yeah.
In all fairness, Timberlake already on the fence.
But Timberlake's like a holographic card. Yeah, you can't.
Timberlake dabbled too much, and he spent too much time in Timberland's studio to not be considered half black. I feel like if you spend there's a couple of studios where you're automatically half black. Erykah Badu's studio, Andre 3000 studio, or Timbaland studio. Oh,
Timbaland studio's gonna be fire.
The 3 of them to me are you might have to be half.
Everything Timbaland.
He's different into too many categories for us to just give that away.
But in all fairness, though, maybe I'm gonna argue with Lou and I'm gonna argue against him at the same time because Timberlake just dropped an album that I don't think Timbaland produced. And that album is not the wave. It's not, you know what I mean? So it's okay.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Man in the Woods is not really all that hot.
I was about to say, you know how I know it's not the wave? Because I haven't even heard
exactly. Because Future Sex Love Sounds, 2020 Experience, and then, what was the other one? Sexy Back or whatever. No, Future Sex Love Sounds, it wasn't Sexy Back. Justified, that's the one. That was the one way back when. Those three were heavily produced by Timberland and what's his name, if I remember right, and Pharrell. And they were unbelievable.
They were so fucking good.
And all 3 of them albums are classics. And then this last one is man,
that's all right there.
That's what you get. Yeah. But yeah. I don't really know if we would fight for him to be on that. I say all of that to say that I don't know if we would fight for Justin Timberlake.
I fight for Timberlake. I don't agree to the terms. Tom Hanks does not agree to the terms.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And what's the next one from Lou?
All right, we have Bruno Mars is up for grabs.
He is up for grabs.
Bruno Mars is a little bit of everything.
He goes on to say, so Bruno Mars is up for grabs. You're an asshole. And white delegation can keep Post Malone.
Facts.
I don't want Post Malone.
I know you don't. But y'all got to keep that nigga. Because the black delegation ain't asking him one bit.
He's one of the dirtiest white people I've ever seen.
Bro, he's the scummiest looking rich white dude I've ever seen in my life.
He's like Kid Rock.
But I do like the songs.
White Iverson, I rocked with heavy. So I'm not gonna lie.
Congratulations, I enjoy. Yeah.
What does every group give up for Bruno Mars though? If you give up anything for Bruno Mars.
That's a tough one. So I guess we're assuming it's still in the musical category to give up.
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be. But if you want to stick to that wave, what's the highest level musician you're willing to give up for Bruno Mars?
It's not very high.
Exactly.
Well, who do we have that's
he's finally coming into his own because his early shit was trash.
Yeah, it was. And now he's definitely there.
No, yeah, Bruno.
Spanish community has Cardi B though, so y'all that's a bargaining chip that you could use.
I don't know if I'd use it on Bruno.
I'm not saying you would use it on her. I'm just saying don't forget that you've got some good bargaining chips that are current right now.
I think the white people would give you a lot of flack for it, but I'd be willing to give up one of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour guys.
I would give them up regardless.
Hold on. Those guys make more money than any other comedian.
Oh, true. Except Kevin Hart.
Larry the Cable Guy is rolling in money.
It's scary, yeah. It's scary how much money that man made off of what you thought was bullshit, but he made a ton.
Hey, just promise people the sun, the moon, and the stars.
And you'll get whatever you want.
Right.
How much NyQuil do you drink?
All of it. But he's sipping lean.
Damn.
Did you drink some Sprite with it too?
No. Who would ever do something like that?
I'm playing. You actually, but
What?
So you say you give up one of the blue collar comedy tour guys. Maybe that's a fair trade. Maybe depends on which one. Like if you gave up
Jeff Foxworthy.
That's pretty high.
He's my least favorite of the four, I think.
He's.
We're keeping Ron White.
Would you give
Ron
up
White
Michael
is
J.
shit.
Fox?
Huh?
Would you go with Michael J. Fox?
No, we're holding on to Back to the Future.
That's true.
Back to the Future's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a solid franchise.
That's a very good one. Yeah.
That's like giving up Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that is like giving up Mark Hamill.
I can't do that. No.
What would the black delegation give up?
Him and Han Solo are staying in our squad.
The black delegation will give up B.O.B.
Not accepted. Low.
That nigga's a flat earther. You can have that nigga and everything he sold us.
Too low of an offer.
Yeah, exactly.
We need 3 BOBs.
What would you give? If you had to give, what would you want for Kanye?
What do we want?
Right? Would you release Kanye?
Listen, new Kanye could be released for free.
That's why I'm asking. All right,
but
take into consideration.
Yeah, you got to divide Kanye into 2 people.
I was gonna say. No.
I'm not saying we divide him. I'm saying like when you're doing the analysis.
Right. When you do this analysis, I wanted to bring up Kanye just because.
Right.
Yeah. Because I'm a big fan.
Post 2013 Kanye is a new Kanye. Nobody asked for that nigga. He might as well be Orlando Brown as far as I'm concerned. But pre-2013 Kanye was on track to be Jay-Z. Like, if not arguably, people could argue that he's that way.
Highly talented, highly.
The trade would include both versions of Kanye.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
of
not
course.
denying that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
the full
the
package.
argument that people are making now, which they won't, not everybody will even say up front, is does all of pre-2013 Kanye justify post 2013 Kanye?
No.
And arguably, I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that one.
And I'm not saying I'm not sure. You know
that's the thing. Sure. You know, I don't know. People can jump the gun, but I'm not sure.
Right.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, even though Kanye is fucking nuts. Like, he is still talented.
Oh, he's still highly talented.
And that's the disappointing part.
That's what hurts, is that Kanye still is Kanye in there somewhere.
Yeah. But he's like that painter who cut his ear off and sent to his girlfriend. He's that kind of crazy now.
Oh, you're talking about Van Gogh? Was it Van Gogh that cut the ear off?
He's like a musical Van Gogh where like he's like got a lot of talent, but he's also batshit crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts. But also like you got to take into consideration what made Kanye like this new Kanye. One, all of his time is spent with the Kardashians. He doesn't really have any other family. When he lost his mom to a botched surgery, like on some bullshit.
Yeah,
like it was a vanity surgery, and he lost her over that. Like, he didn't have anybody else. It was his mom his whole life, man. So, like, you got to take into consideration what would drive a person down that path. And then he's famous. Like, adding the fame to that
and he's not just famous. He's stupid famous.
Exactly.
He's like,
so who would you trade him for?
One of the highest
Who would I
influential
trade Kanye? I don't know if I would trade him, but if I were to trade him.
How high are we ranking this?
Kanye's high, man.
Kanye is high as fuck.
Yeah,
Kanye is nuts, but
he's high.
That's
no,
why
I was saying,
and even if you hate him now, that's why he still gets the attention he gets now. He's still high.
Oh, he's high.
Attention.
He is high as fuck.
We're talking like in his prime Sinatra high?
Yeah.
No, he's high as fuck. That's why I brought it up. That's why I wanted to say.
He had a few years where he was you could not argue he was not number one. Like mid to late 2000s,
not just that, like
Heartbreak.
But the way he, like, not just all his like successes aside, like his influence on music has been ridiculous.
Absolutely, rap music.
You can't,
rap music
changing
owes
the
its
fucking
current state in a lot of ways to Kanye, and to Drake is like the protege in a weird way that came afterwards, because Kanye brought about the backpack era of rap, which is like kids being just like suburban, bringing up all of their feelings and stuff like that. Even though he didn't necessarily bring up his quote unquote feelings, he brought about that wave. Right.
No, I mean it's
so you can't deny his impact in rap music, in music in general. Now that rap is like the number one art form in the United States,
right? Exactly.
And he's a part of that, so you can't deny his influence on music. So, but what would I give him up if I had to give him up for? White people would have to come up with something, either Hispanic or white people. If I were to go Hispanic.
It doesn't have to be musical.
It doesn't have to be
musical,
musical, but we're just comparing it because we're already comparing.
You can like Selena.
That's too high.
That's something you can't give up.
You can't give. Mexicans only got butt so much that the world knows, and Selena is the one that the world knows from them. You can't get. Mark Anthony is he's not Mexican.
No,
he's
Cuban. Right?
Is he Cuban or Puerto Rican?
But still Latino.
He's one of those. He said one of those.
He's still Latino.
I guess Eddie. Okay, so we'd say Eddie would be the representative of all of those communities because that's a very striated community.
It is.
Yeah, no,
more than like
it runs wide. It runs
deep. Wide. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't do it by country. It'd be too many delegations.
I mean, it'd be unstoppable delegations.
We're here just for like.
Okay, so yeah, if I were to do the Hispanic side, I would do like maybe like a Mark Anthony. Like that's the only reasonable.
You know what? I'd give up Mark Anthony.
Right.
No,
Mark Anthony
easy. Just because you like you just said, we still got Ricky Martin, we still got Enrique,
or J-Lo. That's actually more comparable as terms of impact here.
That's a tough one.
That's exact. Now it's tough. Yeah, now it's tough.
What about Enrique Iglesias? He can be your hero, baby.
You see, that's the thing. Like I said, if you would have said Ricky Martin, I think about it.
Ricky Martin, you think Ricky Martin had that big of an impact here?
Yeah, I mean,
he had a couple of good waves songs, but I don't know if like J-Lo.
Not like Ricky Iglesias, but like J-Lo bigger, yeah.
Yeah, J-Lo had like the biggest quote unquote impact of the Hispanic community.
So would you give up J-Lo for Kanye? You get all Kanye.
If Kanye would have stayed on the right path, then it would be a comparable trade. This current Kanye would have to maybe less than that.
He's definitely on the downward tick of the New York Stock Exchange.
If it were white, though, if I had to trade for the white delegations from somebody from the white delegation musically, it would be the impact Kanye has had black community to the world would probably have to correlate with like Paul McCartney. Like that's the level we're talking about.
Yeah, you're talking high
not
cards.
The Beatles, but like it would be like Paul McCartney. You have to give up like Paul McCartney to get. If Kanye stayed on track, you'd have to give that up to get Kanye on track.
So if this was Texas Hold'em, you pushed all your chips in pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically.
Maybe Jay-Z is more Paul McCartney. I don't know though. Jay-Z stands alone. Jay-Z's
different. Yeah,
I would put Jay-Z above Kanye.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. But it's not that big of a. It's not as huge.
It's not a big difference as you think. Different thing. Yeah.
Well, is Paul McCartney white people's Biggie?
No, he's not dead.
I mean, we didn't have to do that correlation, but I mean, like in terms of like who is comparable to Tupac for white people? Or
I don't
Biggie?
think we have a Tupac or a.
Y'all got a Tupac, but that's like Elvis.
I mean,
no, that's like Michael Jackson would be comparable.
No, because white people got lots of it, right? Like you have a lot. Like,
white people had like only. That's true, but like
Queen,
Queen.
You got Queen,
but that would Queen qualify though? Because
Freddie Mercury. I was about to say, oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, so Freddie Mercury's not white, if I remember right. He's Middle Eastern, I think, and so that would so that's technically Asian community.
I don't know. Is it? Like, I'm not sure.
That's crazy to think about.
I don't know.
Freddie Mercury had Asian delegate because Asian got some ones that we didn't even think about.
It's Asian.
Yep.
Oh, what's the?
Yep.
How about Elton John?
Ooh.
See, Elton John.
Oh yeah, white people got a few.
We also got Billy Joel.
No, exactly. I was just thinking Billy Joel and Elton John. I was like, no, don't forget
y'all got Elvis, Elton John, Billy Joel.
Because rock, like rap and hip hop. Look, rap and hip hop,
classical, but we can't. I don't know.
Yeah, because
European white is tough. Like that. Yeah. I'm talking about like we're sticking to the Americas, like Britain, and like we're talking about the 1900s. The Who was huge. The Who was huge in the late 60s, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. Rolling Stones and
Rolling Stones is white people's bread and butter.
I'm about to say, like, no, don't
forget. There's a whole magazine named after that.
Yes.
Yeah, hip hop is popular nowadays, but like rock had its like.
Rock was,
Rock fucking dominated.
We have Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, you do.
That's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
No, don't forget the white community's got like.
We got rock and roll locked.
Yeah, that was y'all.
That
really was black people, but then it became y'all. We're not gonna fight that fight. We're not gonna do that.
Do that here and now. Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
Everything was a black man.
It was not all the black men, but even your favorite white artists will say they pulled from so and so.
Well, everyone pulled from so and so.
True, but I mean, let's be honest.
All right, so that sort of answers and doesn't answer all our questions.
What is Slash? What would you give up Slash? Guns N' Roses. Like what are we
Not
talking?
Much.
Not much, eh? Slash
pretty high, yeah.
I thought Slash pretty high up there, man.
Yeah, not in terms of all the rock and roll gods, no.
Well, no. I mean, you got like I said.
You got Angus from AC/DC.
Yeah.
Robert Plant, Jimmy Page,
Black Sabbath.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Truth.
Nirvana.
Metallica.
Foo Fighters.
All right, so we're going one way off topic.
Yeah, sorry, we drifted.
All right, so he goes on. Black delegation. This is going to be a heated debate, I think.
Uh-oh.
Black delegation also wants the Crunch Wrap Supreme and Doritos Taco Shell from Taco Bell.
We own all Taco Bell rights.
He shut that question down.
Says the Mexican American with Taco Tuesday socks. Next question.
He says he wants them to be considered a black staple.
No.
How is it a black staple, Lou? Yo, hold on, Lou, man. You bugging on that one,
bro. If you want Taco Bell, give me all fried chicken, and then we can talk.
Oh, you nuts.
That's a Wild Boy statement.
I would argue that stoner white people have more rights to that argument than the black community.
Of tacos?
Yes.
I actually do agree with that.
A fake taco?
Yes.
White people have more of an ownership of tacos than Mexicans got it, but I'm saying between the black and white.
Between black and white, yeah, white have more arguments.
White people arguably have more possession of burritos,
specifically
and tacos
like stoner white people.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, like I feel like it appeals more. Even though black people, I feel like those things and love those things, and it's a staple for us. Yeah. It's just like a fetish for y'all.
Yeah,
like it's like for white people.
It's like the Asian woman in hummus. Yeah, no, I get it.
You hit hard today.
Eddie's punching. Damn. Is he wrong?
No offense.
What are you gonna say to that?
Yeah, I would. That's a tough one, Lou. Maybe Lou something I don't know, but like as far as I know, that ain't a staple.
Well, Lou's over in LA now, right? So.
Oh, that's true.
That's where that came
from. LA Lou was a different human. I forgot.
You go out west, and all of a sudden,
you gonna see
avocado toast in my
got like a clean accent. What's up, bros? Like what the fuck happened?
You're the one that wanted to get here?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you guys trying to surf?
Let's go to Santa Monica Beach.
Let's go to Santa Monica Beach, bro. I know where the best shrimp tacos are.
Who's that Mark ass buster?
Who the fuck is this? Yeah, who the fuck is this? But yeah, like
that's gonna be a no.
That's gonna be a no.
All right, so he then goes on to Wheel, which is
how long is this fucking comment? God damn.
Now let it rock.
We'll also take orange chicken from the Asians. I'd say bullshit.
That's also not even an Asian thing.
That's not an Asian thing. I think anybody can.
Yeah. Asians don't claim
the Hispanic community makes a pull on the orange chicken just because we make it every damn day.
In all fairness, food in a lot of ways could arguably give to the damn near the Hispanic community in America because they the ones who make it.
We make it in the background.
Other than like the famous fancy pants chefs, the other 99% is Mexican.
Yeah. Even in the fancy restaurants,
Hispanics and Mexicans. Yeah.
No, like the name, like the Gordon Ramsay, he's cooking his own food.
Oh yeah, I mean, kinda. There's still people back there, bro.
Yeah, but
sous chefs and stuff like
that.
The
Hispanic community, not just the Mexicans. There's lots of Guatemalan, Salvadorian, South Americans that they're working.
All right, so orange chicken, I'm gonna say, yeah.
He said it should be given to the black community.
Yeah.
Do you really like orange chicken that much?
I don't really rock, but like Chinese food has a very big staple in the black community. Like,
does it?
It's
like Americanized Chinese food is very
Yeah. I know that.
It's because it's cheap, man. So that's how we Latinos like it.
Yeah, right. It's cheap, but it's good. It tastes good. Yeah,
it tastes good. It's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like just like the like what people understand from outside the community is like anime. Like manga shit like that, like things that you think that are attributed to like weeaboos and shit from white people. No, a lot of black people enjoy. They're not weeaboos about it, but they enjoy the shit.
Right.
Yeah. Pause. What was that word?
Weeaboos or weeaboos.
I'm assuming it's like a nerdy white.
You ever stroke? What is this?
Weeaboo is the pronunciation of that word. It's not an otaku, but it's.
So I know otaku.
Are you speaking another?
No. See, otaku. I know that's a Japanese person, or I guess any person who stays inside and doesn't go outside.
Otaku is like
and
the Japanese equivalent of like not a geek, but like a wet damn nerd. Like a nerd, Like, this is the thing that I've always be, and I'm not gonna go too
It's a
far
person who
off
only does anime and like games,
But
yeah.
I've talked about this with people before. It's like, there's this belief that when you go, like, a lot of people who don't know anything about Japan feel like if they go over to Japan, they'll be quote unquote accepted for being nerds. And it's like, no, you're still weird over there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that you don't understand the language, and Japanese are more subtle. So you feel like you're accepted, but they're still looking at you like, look at this fucking weirdo. Like, what are you doing walking around with a pillow in the middle of the afternoon?
A friend of mine went to Tokyo and hit up this restaurant where the tequila shot came served with a slap in the face.
Whoa.
Yeah, like a little Asian girl gave him a tequila shot. He took
You
a
must
shot,
be sleeping.
and then she just like popped him in the face.
Damn.
I'm gonna pass on that.
And that's how it was served. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll let Mike continue explaining about
Right.
that.
Oh, so
We wobbles.
Is he weirder than an otaku?
a weeaboo or weeb as it's shortened is not weirder than an otaku.
I don't know. These sound like names.
Okay, what is the weeb though?
I guess to break it down into terms that won't confuse Nate.
Yeah, the gears are turning right now.
If you do nothing with your day pretty much except watch a bunch of anime, read a bunch of manga, and obsess, like really obsess
About anime.
over, like these fictional characters, and that's
Your
whole life. That is what you do. You are technically deemed as an otaku.
Okay.
For a weeaboo, it is essentially kind of like otaku-like. You're doing the same thing, and you're like fetishizing Japanese culture without a full understanding of what Japanese culture is.
So weeaboo is like diet otaku.
Essentially,
That's what it sounds like. Okay.
I
sounds like
kind of
otaku
agree with
life.
that, and I kind of disagree in the sense that, like, to me, in ways, otaku or weeaboo is worse. Because weeaboo is like...
Poser.
Weeaboo is like walking around speaking 3 Japanese phrases to friends and family. Like, but it's not real phrases. It's shit you learned from anime. So it's like Datebayo from Naruto or stuff like that. It's just like, you walk around behaving in a way where you think that, like, you'll be accepted or you act that way.
Well,
otaku is like a geek to me in that, like, they obsess about the culture, but there's like a degree of separation.
No, it's
like,
it's got nothing really to do with the culture. It's just like you are like anime, manga, and like
I mean, they're both
hentai.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like pretty
They're
much
both,
like the only shit you fucking care about.
They're both furries as far as I'm concerned.
Whoa, now.
Yeah, but I'll let y'all rock. Yeah, my bad.
Well, let's talk about that.
We're not going on that path.
You know what furry is, Nick?
I know what the word furry means.
Well, and your face is showing confusion. So.
Well, pause.
Well,
Let's not talk.
Let's
about
not
this
get into this.
and
Bruh.
deviate back to.
No, this
question,
sounds like a
yeah.
more interesting line of
No,
conversation.
that's about to be a
I
nightmare.
think you need a nap. Is
Yeah, man, you need some sleep, bro. You need some food and some sleep.
I'm just thinking this
Well,
could lead to
hold
something.
on. Hold on.
For those of you that
We'll
are
talk about
confused,
this afterwards.
okay.
We'll talk about this afterwards. This is a sexual thing.
Was that the last of the comment?
No, the end of it. Someone
Damn, did he write it down pieces? I agree now with Black Mike. Is this his PhD work now?
We're going to just name this one the Lou episode
Yeah.
and let it rock. And I'm not even complaining. I'm with
Lou's
it.
dissertation is what this is
exactly,
gonna be.
yeah. Yes. Lou's dissertation.
his mind confident.
Yeah.
The last sentence.
Lou's circle of life.
The last sentence is white people can share some of the seasoning. I don't know what that means.
Because you guys are bland.
Yeah, but
Typically.
Well,
I'm not saying everybody.
no, us sharing the seasoning
Means
implies
they
that we
have
have it
some.
all. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like no.
Most of white people have seasoning.
They do.
I would say Indians have all the seasoning.
Middle East, has all the seasoning.
Yeah, Asia's got lots of
Asian,
seasoning.
yeah. That's where the spice comes from.
Yeah, but no.
And
you
Africa.
got-
Africa got a
I
lot
said
of
North
spice
Africa
too.
and India got like all the spice.
Yeah, all the spice.
White
comes
people
from
own
that.
lots of those things.
Well, they stole lots of it. No,
Yeah. There's a difference.
There's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, you don't have something you take.
The white people spice argument, I don't know if it's valid in 2018.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But some parts of it are. Like, I feel like,
Oh, there are still white people who are like putting salt in the water is like spicy to them.
oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, like I think white people are more comfortable with poached chicken than any other races. Like they're more comfortable with. Well, Thai people do it too, but like they add a bunch of flavors and shit.
Chicken tartare.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Bruh, chicken tartare. What is
Nathaniel
this?
does not advise eating chicken tartare.
That's
You
a
might-
setup.
you might
That's a
well-
setup for disaster.
You might as well just crack that
That's
egg
like
and just
telling
drink it.
that's like telling somebody to do hopscotch on Spaghetti Junction, bro. Like that's a nightmare. Go do hopscotch on a highway. It's like go eat chicken tartare. It's random food.
Well to say.
With a splash of lime.
But the sad part is, it's just been done.
Of course it has.
You ate chicken tartare?
No. God, no.
I do want to eat steak tartare.
I've had that. It's good.
I haven't had it.
I've heard it's good.
It's really good.
I hear it's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
You can do it with pork too.
I don't know about that.
There's this acorn fed pig that you could do.
We don't have access
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
was
about?
that Spanish pig?
Something like that. It's so clean that you could just eat it raw.
Bro, Iberian pig, I hear is really good.
to that. Yeah, we probably don't have access to that level of pig.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do. It's just expensive. I mean,
Ain't no Kroger pig.
no, it's not a Kroger
You
pig.
gotta shop at Kroger to get all your meat. Especially now. I don't shop at no Kroger for no meat. Let this be an opposite of an ad
Well, I
for
do
Kroger.
sometimes.
Kroger is not the move for meat, and it's almost not the move for produce. I almost don't rock with Kroger produce at all.
This podcast brought to you by Kroger.
By Publix. this podcast brought to
There's some
you.
stuff at Kroger that you can get.
Yeah, I get like dry goods at Kroger, but I don't
Trash
like
bags.
No,
yeah,
like-
exactly. You know what I mean? But I ain't grabbing no produce from Kroger.
Yeah,
Like I grab like bananas, but I don't necessarily grab like
You can
Grab,
look,
like, lettuce
you
from
can look
Kroger.
around, yeah, you know. Just,
look
just
around
like any
and
Kroger.
stare at it grossly. Ugh.
Uh,
Y'all ain't never gonna get better, huh?
You
Y'all
know,
just gonna let Publix win everything.
there's some fancy ass Krogers out there.
Even the fancy ones, they got shit on Publix, bro.
I'd rather shop at a QT.
Oh, dude, QT goes in.
QT does go in.
Yeah, they
This
hold.
podcast is brought to you by QT.
No,
brought to you
QT,
by
QT holds.
Racetrack.
Yeah, whoa.
Hold on.
I'm playing with you. That's too
I
much.
was gonna say, like, come on, man.
I know.
We all know. Yeah, exactly right.
We all know QT's in the move.
Yeah.
Like racetrack, it looks big, but 25% of that store is frozen yogurt.
He's right.
And do you see frozen yogurt places all over the place? No. You know why? Because it sucked. I said this. Yeah, I did.
Just like
Oh,
Dunkin'
man.
Donuts is a coffee shop that just so happens to sell donuts as well.
Right.
It's like Starbucks.
And you will drive out of your way past at least 4 other gas stations to go to a QT.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will run on E. to
Bro,
find the nearest
it's a
QT.
safety beacon.
Yes.
I got lost down in College Park,
Yeah.
found a QT.
You're good.
I was safe.
I feel that way even though I don't trust it as a corporation. I feel that way about a Walmart. A Walmart to me is a reset button. Like,
Oh,
if
it
I
is.
see a Walmart, I'm like,
It is.
yup, save point.
Yeah, you can be in the ghetto, but you walk into the Walmart and you're like, you know what?
Oh, thank God.
That's how I feel about Whole Foods.
Yes.
Oh, Whole Foods, you're in a safe
Yeah,
area.
it's just
Yeah.
like I'm driving around. It's like I don't know where I am. Oh, there's a Whole Foods here.
I'm not going to get killed.
I'm gonna leave my door unlocked and my windows down. We're comfortable, boys.
That's like the home base and tag.
Yes. You get to the and then like these run up to the front entrance like damn.
Look what we got us here, boy.
Right. You pull into the parking lot like whoa, what the sweat me? I almost got robbed.
Oh, man.
Thank God I'm in the parking lot of a Whole Foods.
That's great.
They can't have me here.
This podcast brought to you by.
Jeff Bezos.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
But that was it from Lou.
Yeah, that was his PhD dissertation of black and white.
Fire questions though, man. Keep them coming because it sparked this
We
podcast
accept
on some
all
angry
comments
debate.
from all people.
Hell yeah.
About all subjects.
Yes.
All right, what was next?
The last thing we got is the game of superlatives.
Yeah, so
We do a quick 10-minute round of that.
all right.
We can do this in less.
I don't know. I'm blanking pretty hard. I think I gave it.
All right, so for those of you who are not familiar with this, in high school they had those things called superlatives, where it's like most likely to own a business or most likely to flunk out of college, whatever.
Most likely to do math.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
So we're gonna do a version of that, but with things that are much more stupid. I'll start off with most likely to eat a kale smoothie.
we all know who it is. We all know
Because
who
I
it
say
is.
fucking Elvin.
Elvin.
Most
Elvin.
likely to Elvin.
Yeah.
Elvin. What the hell wrong with y'all? Yes, I haven't had one recently, but I am the most likely by far to enjoy a kale smoothie. Yeah.
Right. Truth. With the spinach something? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some seaweed chips, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Bro, them seaweed chips are not the move.
Bro, I
Dude,
love them
I
shit.
thought they were good
It's-
because I've had
He said,
one.
that
Yeah.
ain't it cheap.
See, I was lulled into a false sense of security because Elvin would eat like a whole pack,
Man,
right?
I'd clean sleeves of them
He'd
things
give
out.
me one slice, and I was like, you know what? This ain't that bad. So I bought a pack, money not well spent. Because I open this pack up and I go, oh, this will be great. And instead of getting one sheet, I get like 10 sheets.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh,
Oh no.
Maybe you shouldn't have slid a stack down your esophagus.
no, I tossed that shit straight to the trash.
Damn. At least you tried it though, man. You find out
You shouldn't be out here doing false advertisement.
That's right.
Oh, like, but listen now. Y'all show some respect to seaweed chips.
No.
Fuck that.
They
dude.
delicious.
What's that crap you put on your food at when we were in college? That like looked like fish food.
Oh, furikake. Yeah.
fuck is that?
It's seaweed.
What's the other one with the Q? Like that looks like those little like beige little balls.
Beige balls?
Oh yeah, it starts with the Q. It's like Quinn.
Is it a seasoning?
No, it's a healthy food thing.
Oh, quinoa.
Quinoa.
Jinx.
You probably look.
Damn
You enjoy quinoa,
That
don't
was
you?
a clean one, huh? Yeah. I mean, I don't chase quinoa, but if somebody was like, here's quinoa with something, I'd be like, all right, I'll eat it. But I don't make it.
It looks like mermaid farts.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
We all need a
He's
nap.
saying you bitch.
Everybody at the table need a nap.
What's your superlative, my friend?
Present item.
Most likely to overdose.
That's gonna be a Sanchez maneuver.
And I didn't
Actually,
actually point at anybody.
Hold on. I'm gonna revise that statement. I don't know.
Right.
This is a tough question, dude.
Well, only Eddie's the only one that really drinks.
Which leads me to my question. Overdose implies that maybe somebody slipped something to someone else and they died because of a low tolerance.
It could be. Maybe you OD because you did.
I was thinking Black Mike, just because.
Because my immune system is poor,
Just because that.
which is false, by the way. My immune system is beefy.
Oh yeah.
I say that just because, that New Orleans night, you did reset pretty well, but...
Man, he was dumb trash. Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody pumped me.
Listen, we don't have to get into
We're not going to get into the details.
We don't know who did what.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we knew
That's
you
tough,
were gone.
man. Like,
What are we ODing on? Just anything?
you just said
Maybe
anything. Yeah.
Maybe that's too general of a question, so we end up on it for too long. Y'all, somebody else go.
I almost thought it'd be me. I feel like somebody would slip me something, and I have a low tolerance.
I was thinking you too for a little bit. Like, I thought something. Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah. I figured.
I feel like somebody would slip me something, and I would not do well with it.
Right. I figured that things would turn south.
Yeah.
Well, before the podcast started, I said most likely to fall asleep in class. That was 100% me.
I don't know. I was impressed by Elvin's sleepitude.
Man.
He had a lot of PP for that move.
Yes. I've slept in several classes.
Yeah, but as Elvin can tell you, my sleep schedule has been trash.
His whole
Correction,
life.
is trash.
Yeah, I was about
and
to
has been
say,
trash my whole life.
his entire
So,
existence.
if me, falling asleep on his carpet at any point in time in any given day is an example of how I was in the classroom, where I couldn't go anywhere.
And he will fall asleep on my ground for no reason.
All right. Most likely to be involved in a fist fight.
Eddie.
I don't know, man. This is a tough one because people got you get road rage.
I get road rage, definitely, but I don't like...
You get out and punch someone out of that car.
I actually almost did that.
I'm saying that's exactly why I bring this up.
Because me and this dude were beefing on 85, and I was going to follow him back to wherever he was going to go. Because I was coming to the podcast. It was a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, you know what? Let's take a detour and teach somebody why you don't do this in traffic.
That's only why. That's why I said
That's why I say I knew I was bound to do it, because it wasn't out of rage. It was out of, let's teach him a lesson so that way he doesn't continue to do this. Let's beat this nigga ass for him.
Even you can make fighting someone responsible choice.
Yeah, the way he described it was like, I'm doing the society
I'm gonna solve
a
it.
benefit. Yeah,
By beating the brakes off of him.
yeah. See, you jumped the gun there.
I don't know, but Mike's pretty quiet.
That's also very true.
Yeah.
Mike is a violent dude, though.
Man.
No, not violent, quiet.
He's violent. He's violent.
That's
Quiet.
that correlation.
No,
is
there
pretty
was
damn-
there was a
Quiet.
dude that slighted me when I was in high school, and fast forward 16 years, I bumped into him a couple of months ago
At a Weeble Fest?
Damn. Holy
show
shit.
some respect.
He's an otaku, get it right.
Right, Otaku Fest. My bad. That was
And I was working for this convention, and so at that point, I've matured as a person because like I was like past me would be disappointed in current me because past me was just like the next time I see this dude, it's fisticuffs on site. No questions asked. Like I'm rocking this man's jaw. Period.
I see you from across the room just
Clapping from deep.
But when I bumped into him again, I was just like, man, I can't do this here. But if this had been anywhere else, like,
what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Much violence.
Yeah, it might be Black Mike.
It
could be.
It'd probably be me.
Yeah.
Like if a situation like went down,
It could be you, bro.
No, I'm too nice of a person.
Yeah, until you get some shots in you, then you start getting violent.
He is not wrong.
Exactly,
No,
bro.
I'm
First
a
off,
nice
yeah.
person.
I put 4 or 5 shots of tequila in you,
And you start poking niggas in the chest with your bare hand, bro, and that shit is...
You have the finger of a nun.
Ooh, man.
You have the finger of an angry old
I
nun.
felt like he stabbed me, bro. Like he poked me in the chest. And
I did that kung fu panda move.
yeah, it was like he hit me with the Mr. Master Uwe, bro. I was like, bro, release me. You hit all 8 of my chakra points, bro. Let me go.
No, dude, like,
yes.
I've released any anger.
No, you are a stabber, bro. I can definitely see. I can see it in your future.
He's wearing alligator boots. And he's got a penknife.
Yeah, he might not punch you, but he'll switchblade you. Definitely.
Yeah,
no,
the whole thing was punching though.
That's right. You said fist fight. Yeah, that's not something.
I don't know. I put 4 or 5 shots in you and put you in a room with people you don't like. You'd probably fight somebody.
No, I let someone hit me first, and then I'd self-defend.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah, no, like
We're talking about the first one to pop it off.
No, see, I don't do that.
yeah.
See, I'm thinking about the legal side.
Don't get me-
I'll let someone hit me first, and then
Don't get me wrong. Like I would definitely like end a fight, but I'm not trying to start one.
Right. See, I don't. That's not me. I'm not.
I feel like I start one nowadays. If it was road rage related, I feel like it could escalate the blows.
Yeah, starting one.
I don't really get my road rage lasts like 5 seconds, but every now and then it'll mess me up for like the whole trip. Every now and then, but definitely it's a possibility with me. I might snap and dust some dude.
Most likely to dance at a male strip club.
Why you look at me?
I looked around the room.
Hey, that's another confusing one, man. You're putting up some good ones.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, that one first. Wait, to be like a stripper at the male thing?
Yeah. No, not go to a strip club.
To do male stripping.
But for women, like you are the stripper.
Oh yeah, I'd do that, I guess.
I was about to say it's
Yeah,
either Eddie or you. it's either one.
How is that?
Because you're not really like.
Or
had the
matter of
question
fact, it might not be Nate because Nate, all jokes aside, is a very conservative dude.
The vanilla gorilla.
He is
Vanilla gorilla for sale. Vanilla gorilla for sale.
yeah, culturally, so it would be me or Eddie.
Yeah, I think we're pretty
Because
like.
if I had the body that I wanted, I would do that today. Like
I'm assuming I got like dared or lost the bet, so yeah, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, that's what I'll bring this up later. But yeah, that's about.
That's kind of the thing. Because I mean,
black.
I wouldn't go to like a no.
Spicy Nut Sanchez.
Spicy nuts and
That's
black
another one.
velvet are on stage.
But first, the vanilla gorilla for sale. Vanilla gorilla for sale.
Yeah, because you don't have to get
He's
fully
not
naked,
in
right?
the bones.
Most likely to.
See, you think we want to
pumpkin
use it?
spice and everything nice.
Ooh. He is now Nathaniel Pumpkin Spice Wood.
I thought we were friends, man.
That was brutal. That was, he deserved it, though.
No, you hit me with a couple zingers.
Yeah,
before.
he did also
Most
say you had
likely to
slip-on
enjoy-
dress shoes.
I thought I saw him slip on dress shoes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Slip on dress shoes?
He thought that Mike had a pair of slip-on
He had a
dress
pair
shoes.
of all black shoes that he's wearing right now. They were
Yeah.
all black shoes, and I saw him from across the room in like a dark, shadowy hallway. I thought they were dress shoes, and he slipped them on. I said, "How the hell did you do that? Are those slip-on dress shoes?"
It's so innocent. That's gnarly. Are those slip-on dress shoes? gnarly.
Oh man.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
No, like most likely to what? Like,
Quit your job out of the blue with nothing else lined up.
right.
We already got one of those.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that many a time.
Yeah.
Just one day, like, you know what? Fuck you.
I mean, like,
He planned.
yeah. I mean, I planned for it, but yeah, no. There's times where you just like you show up to work and you're just like, you know what, this ain't worth it.
No, I mean, like, you're there, like, you didn't plan any of this. Like, it's like a shitty day of work. Like, you know what? I'm done. Just walk out.
I've never done that, but there have been many days where I've been tempted.
I actually
have
had
that every
that.
day.
I actually had it. In college, I had a job, and I just kind of stopped going. Like, I was just like...
Yeah.
Was it a sandwich
It
job?
was at that sandwich place. And I used to have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to get
sandwich
there.
job,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, nah.
Nah.
It ain't worth it.
How about most likely to curse out your boss?
To do what?
Oh, that ain't me.
To curse out your boss.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm all in.
I will vote for that.
No, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I will vote myself in for that one.
I mean, that may have been you with your last boss.
Oh, my last one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely.
It was going to
like
come to
currently.
blows, yeah. Eventually, it would have come to blows.
Yeah, I will vote for myself for that one.
My old one, if I saw him in the street, I might give him blows.
Getting the old fisticuffs?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I saw him on the street, I would talk to him like in a regular reform manner. I might just up and be like, man, fuck you. Like, in the most sincere way.
How about most likely to lose a leg?
Holy crap.
How
That's
do you list the one?
He didn't say
I
all
didn't
that.
say how. I mean, there's many things.
In a chain chomp accident.
It could be an accident. It could be a
I got
motor.
clipped by a bullet,
I
Bill.
got clipped by a bullet, Bill.
It could be the sugars, man.
I can't
The
think
diabetes. The diabetes.
We do have Sugarfoot over there.
No, don't do this.
Oh man, that's
Don't
I'm about to say.
joke like that.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's multiple reasons why one would want to like.
I want to say it'd be Eddie.
Why?
You do some secretive shit.
Yeah, I feel like he get caught up in some
He's like a back alley rodeo game.
yeah, he get caught up in some cartel
Get
shit.
gangrene.
Yeah, he get caught up in some cartel shit, and then they just like, we're gonna have to lose that foot. And he's like, Eddie, you got one less foot? And he's like, yeah, man, but I'm rich. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we find him like, they invented a new like street game where it's like half like dice, half like rodeo. And Eddie's like the champion of the world, but like something goes awry one day with that bull.
Oh no.
He rolls the snake eyes, and it's just from there. It's
Nothing but no legs.
yeah, I see something like that.
For
I
Eddie.
can see an accident, but like I don't know. No. Most likely to lead a life of crime.
Definitely Eddie.
No.
Yes, 100%.
That one is you.
I think it could be.
That one is you.
It well could be you, Elvin.
Why could it be me?
I'm just too like. I play things too safe.
It's definitely you. First off, you already know about that world more intricately than
Elvin's too pure to lead a life of crime.
He's too responsible.
Black Mike could leave a life of crime.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
But he'd be like the guy just like killing people. He'd be like an assassin.
No, there's no point doing that kind of thing. You want to make money, right? Like, it's about
I
like.
don't know if Black Mike could kill people,
He'd
but I
kill
feel like
people.
he would be an accessory to it and would be comfortable in that position. Like, it'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, look, I didn't kill him, but he died.
I knew about it.
Like, exactly, he died. What are you gonna do? You know, like, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? He died. Like, I can see that from Black
You
Mike.
think I'd be like the cleaner? Like, yeah, no, so
No, I
so
don't think
just
you clean up bodies. I just feel like you know that something was about to go down, and that person would end up dying, and you would still
He looks
you would
away.
be comfortable enough
You
to
would
look
look
away.
away.
Like, you'd
Yeah,
be like,
like, I didn't see a damn thing.
oh man, like just take my glasses off.
Right,
be like,
I never
Jinkies,
saw it.
like-
Yeah, Jinkies. He in the back behind you clapping and doing it, you on the ground looking for your glasses. Yeah.
Oh,
They show up, you ain't gonna tell nobody, right? Tell them what?
Who said that?
Who said that? He's like, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Most likely to compete in a marathon or triathlon.
You.
I don't know.
I don't know. You do lots of like athletic stuff. You like to participate in those like things.
That's
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
I'm
say. I think
you-
Elvin would do it.
If
I'm not saying.
if
I'm not
built
saying.
like a sack of laundry.
Well, I'm not saying you. Well, look, that's the thing. I'm also not saying you do well, but you'd finish because you have that determination.
I've done it. I actually have.
I mean,
like,
yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I've run a 5K before.
I mean, I run a 5K. I haven't run a marathon, but I run a
But I can see you doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
When I back in
Or
college,
like
I was
a
trying to. I was trying to get to a position where I could.
I can see more like a triathlon, like Spartan run type of
Yeah,
thing.
he's doing like the bicycle stuff.
I
And he's
would like
doing
to do that,
like
yeah.
obstacle courses and shit. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I would like to do what's it?
Yeah, see, that's
A
just
CrossFit and then blow my back out in the middle of them Kipling pull-ups.
Oh,
Boom! Ah! And release the bar and slap
You
your neck
just
on the back of the
slow
bar. Yeah, and then the leg falls off. Damn, you lost 2 of these. First to lose a leg and first.
The crowd falls silent, but I'm in the crowd. I just stand up and go, "You lose."
Yeah. They stand up and it's like, boo. In a quiet ass arena, all you hear is boo.
From the back, just "You lose."
You
Continue.
trash.
Continue.
They're taking him off in a stretcher. Boo.
If we were all involved in some form of like event, who would be most likely to run up in the stands?
What do you mean?
Like
Violently run into the stands?
well, like if somebody was like heckling you or something, and you were just like, man, I gotta shut this person up.
That's Nate. Nate will crowd surf to come beat that dude up. The crowd's carrying him up, and he's got like Superman hands, and he like comes up.
I need an assist for this one.
Yeah, exactly. And they pull him up, and then he just whoop this nigga, like cartoon style. You see the stars in the dust cloud, and then this dude just body just falls into the crowd.
I separated the crowd like Moses parting the Red Sea.
Everybody scoot to the side. Was that you, pussy? And he's in the back like, I gotta go.
You see his eyes just dilate like, oh shit.
Nate most likely to chase a dude out of the arena. Like,
He right.
yeah, like chase a dude out the stands, and the dude's running back to his car, jingling his keys. Trying to get
Let's race to the trunk.
hardest line in all of rap. We ain't gonna get into that.
How about most likely to go off the grid?
Me
Elvin. Oh, you know what? I can see him.
or Eddie.
I can see a little
Or
light
you.
like Guadalajara.
Yes,
Well, that's
it'd be
basically
me
off the
or
grid, yeah.
you. Because if somebody had the setup right now, I'd do it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, I like the city too much. I like the
I like the
technological
city
comforts.
too.
Oh, no.
But if I had some fire ass internet in the woods,
Well,
That's not how
then
that
you're not-
works.
you're not off
yeah,
the
that
grid,
is
man.
how that works.
That's
You could be off the grid and still have internet access.
No. When I said off the grid, I mean like you got nothing, man. You're out there in
Oh,
your
then
little.
not me.
You're out there in your house.
You're farm boy.
You got your nice curly haired like cows. You're raising.
I was looking into buying those.
You live in Atlanta, friend.
I know. I mean, I wasn't looking into like buying them right now. I was just looking into
You just
prices.
right.
Yeah, I was like
right.
pricing them.
Yeah, like you have your farm.
like chicken.
I know. I'll do you one better. You have like
and-
you live in a nice picturesque
Shit, what are
area.
they called?
Pause. Just for those of y'all, because y'all can't see this, while they're having conversations about buying chickens and cows, Nate and I just shared a glance of what are these two doing.
No. Like
We were just
let's-
looking at
my
Both
family.
of our eyes said, huh?
My family is like in Mexico from like a ranching like town, right?
Yeah,
so
no,
I've been used to like the cows and stuff.
Yo, that makes sense.
But
You live in an apartment.
listen,
And
I
it's
realize-
lucha.
but I could buy a ranch down there, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't because there's stuff.
Yeah.
But that said, my brother once told me he's like, "Don't lie to yourself, bro. You meant for the city. You would like to have a ranch for your weekend entertainment,
Right.
only to go back Monday to your
Right.
luxurious apartment in the city."
Right.
And I was like,
right.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
It's like, so you want to win the lottery? Which is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta buy a ticket.
It's a lie.
Oh,
shit, yeah. 7. Okay, we got time.
Yeah, I feel like out of this group, I'll be the most likely.
Yeah, because like I said, you got your nice little like farm.
Because
that's
I've actually looked it up.
self-sustaining
I was
farm,
looking at
yeah.
like land in like Chile and Argentina and shit like that. So I was like,
You got
dead ass
yourself
at
a
one
nice
point
wife,
looking
and
it
you're
up.
sitting there and you're just living
Yeah,
life.
like if life was in a certain position, I said that when I went to Japan. I was like, there are parts of Japan that are so scenic that I was like, I would raise freaking cattle out here, start up a business, and like sell like milk and stuff,
and
and it would
cheese and
probably
eggs.
burst off over there. Like they'd be excited, like Highland cattle milk. You can't get that in Japan, so yeah, I would be the most likely to do some shit like that.
I believe it.
Yeah, I've even told family about that,
How about most likely to get fake teeth that are perfect?
like veneers.
I have half a fake tooth. Half my front tooth is fake because I got knocked out.
But that's a different situation. And this is completely aesthetic.
I
get you.
whitened.
Most likely to get a pair of Steve Harveys. To get some chompers.
Get some Gary Busey's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's exactly
Gary
what I meant.
Busey mouth filled with.
Well, how about
PCs.
this? How about this? Most likely to get some type of plastic surgery
To get plastic surgery.
I'm not getting any
in this group.
surgery.
I don't think that's any of us, right? I don't think
It's
so.
got to be somebody.
I would definitely be one of the first people to get some like a fresh set of teeth, but I'm not doing any plastic surgery.
I guess that counts.
Well, yeah. Well,
Like-
let's
like
how
vanity
about
surgery.
cosmetic surgery? then?
Cosmetic, yeah.
Cosmetic surgery.
I mean, I had that tumor removed.
That's
Yeah,
not really.
That's not really.
It was classified as cosmetic.
Oh well, that's different.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
different.
classified as
Right.
it's
Whatever, but it's
yeah.
not really. I would say Black Mike would be the
Yeah, I
first to
guess.
do it. Yeah, but followed closely by like somebody else. I don't know. Would I do it? What would I do it for? What is it about me? I'm like,
That's the thing. I thought about it the other day. I was like, I don't think people do that. They change their noses, they change ears and stuff, and
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Unless I got into like some horrific car accident. You're
that's
like,
the only time when you.
oh, they don't get calf implants.
we don't go there.
He got the Broly leg. Like,
You want to do this?
nah, I
Come on,
won't.
Would you get a head size reduction over?
This is not possible. What am I gonna do? Would you do a head size reduction, Sanchez? You,
No, I like
you dirty
my
son
big
of a bitch. Exactly. It's always weird to be made fun of about big heads from niggas with big heads. Like, half this table got big heads, and then
Whoa.
Mike got a small head.
We have big heads. You got like a watermelon on a toothpick.
Stop it, Nate. You got a dome. Nate got a dome. There's a reason why your character on the website is the biggest head. Like, for a reason.
No, my chin is huge.
No.
My head is normal.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like your whole, like my head is wide, your head is long. Like you're the letter L, like in terms of domes.
Brought to you by the letter
By the
L.
letter L. Like stop bullshitting.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not. It's like Waluigi and Wario fighting over which one's bigger.
Yes.
You're both big. You're big in different ways. Like
That's a good analogy.
exactly. Yeah. It's like Nate is Waluigi. I'm the Wario of domes.
Yes. That's yeah.
How about this? Who'd be most likely to not cut any other nails for 10 years?
What? Me. For 10 years.
You jumped into that one
Because
quick.
he just like, because he.
Bro, you're gonna end up with these like.
Because I've actually thought about, like, I've been, like, I cut them recently, but for a while I had let them get long because I wanted to see how long they'd get. And so I'd do it. I'd probably be the one. If we're talking, I wouldn't do it for 10 years, but we're talking about most likely of us to do something like that. It'd be me.
Most likely to get a full body Yakuza tattoo.
Me.
No, I mean like I don't mean like you got a little sleeve. Like your whole body's a tattoo.
Oh, dude, that's not. Yeah, that's. Not
I've considered. I'm still want to get a tattoo, and after talking with everybody who says you get about tattoos, the first thing that happens when you get a tattoo is you want more tattoos. And I feel like I'm the most likely in this group right now to get a tattoo because I'm planning on getting one.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Exactly.
Maybe.
So it's
It's
most
not-
likely
that's
Nate
not
ain't
me.
doing it. Nate is not doing it. You might not even do a tattoo. Better yet, a Yakuza tat. I was considering getting the traditional Japanese tat, and then it was like,
I get a fake tattoo.
would you? He got the fruit stripe gum tattoos on his chest. I got this one for killing
I
man.
got a little zebra.
Right? Yeah.
What if I say that shit? Like, who's gonna say anything like,
Is that
you know what?
fruit stripe gum? It's like, bro, we gonna crush you today.
Nah, man, I got this one from a lean cuisine.
What?
What kind of lean cuisine you eating?
That's the most fat boy thing I've ever heard in my life. My man got lean cuisine
cuisine
tattooed on his
tattoos.
chest.
I got the Bazooka X-Men tattoo.
Oh my god. What before this takes a
Well, hold
nasty
on.
turn.
I said lean cuisine, but that's not what I had in mind. What's that like Child's dinner thing with the penguin?
Kids cuisine.
Kids cuisine. Kids cuisine.
Lean cuisine and kids cuisine are
Very
violently
different,
different.
yeah.
True.
My Lunchables came with a henna tattoo.
You got a Yakuza tat from a Lunchable. Now that's kids in 2030. Like,
Oh
my
no!
lean cuisine comes with a free.
Damn, Tekashi 6ix9ine doing this to us.
Oh no.
All right. On that note,
Yeah, actually,
I think we've
yeah, we deviated enough.
that was some solid chuckles though.
That was. All right, y'all. Y'all know where to visit us at pumpernickelpodcast.com.
At Pumpernickel Pod for Twitter.
Yup. Anybody else got anything they want to plug? Eddie's doing shows at the Ritz-Carlton next week, selling ass. No.
Still a dick by the centimeter.
Selling dick by the centimeter, so he's got 1 whole centimeter of dick to sell, so it's very high value.
That's pure gold, man.
Yeah, man. That 1 centimeter.
That centimeter gets the fucking job done.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I like to hear, Sanchez.
Hopefully soon enough we'll have an RSS feed,
Yeah, I got to work on the RSS
which
feed.
will allow us to reach into several platforms for you gentlemen and ladies.
Right, and RSS feed isn't hard to do, so I should be able to jump on that. But yeah, it's been another good week.
Look for that soon.
Yeah, later,
Feel
y'all.
free to talk to us about.
Anything, man. Any
Anything.
comment, anything you guys.
Right,
if you
right,
think
right.
it's too far, it's not too far. And I know that the conversation got stopped on furries, but hit us with anything. We don't care.
Yeah, we'll talk about furries too.
Yeah, because we have no
My
limits
boy
or
Mike
boundaries.
is the expert on furries. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a
See
good
ya.
night.